Poobie needing 10 assists to become the second Eagle all-time to record 400 career assists. There's a bounce pass to Galea. Galea handoff on weave to Ingram. Ingram, as Toombs will not allow Poobie to get open. Ingram will take it all the way in, and he slams it home with the left hand. Jeremy Ingram surprising everybody with the left-handed jam, and the Eagles are up 24-20. Play like they were supposed to. And the Eagles force the turnover. Here's Poobie. Lob now to Stanton Kidd. Stanton Kidd again, posterizing dunk over Devin Joint. And pinballed off a few other members of North Carolina Central and South Carolina State. There's Ingram on the entry pass in the lane, but was too close to the baseline. Ingram just, again, thought better of it, dribbled up to the top and gave it to Poobie. Now Poobie and Khalif Toombs going toe-to-toe, literally. There's Poobie. He's double-teamed. Here's Willis, backdoor cut. Nice pass by none other than Karamo Jawara, and here's Stanton Kidd with the slam. That's the exclamation point here in the final minute. Stanton Kidd, for the 6th time this year, has scored 20 points or more.
I would say it's a pretty successful season, but we still got ways to go. It's not the end of the season, so we got a ways to go.
You guys wouldn't go away tonight, man. We had to fight them off a little bit, but we pulled them out at the end. What was the difference?
They have a lot of pride. They're a great program, and they don't go down without a fight. They're a tough team, and you got to put them away. You know what I mean? You have to step on their necks because they're not going to go down. They're a tough, very tough team.
You're a lot more careful with the ball today. What were you doing out there that was better?
I can remember an interview I had about 2 days ago where somebody bashed me about having 7 turnovers. So of course that's in the back of my head. But seriously, I'm a better player when I take control of the basketball, and you know what I mean. My teammates trust me to take care of the ball and to have the ball in my hands. So I'm trying to do a better job.
One game behind Norfolk. How conscious are y'all of that when y'all play y'all last few games?
Of course it's there. It's there. Everybody talks about it, but we keep it out of our locker room. We're trying to be the best team that we can be. And North is a great school, but you know we just control what we can control, and that's this home court and our program.
Up and down this particular floor, man, but you ain't shed no tears.
Nah. You know this moment coming, so you get prepared for this months ago. So I've already lived this moment in terms of it being my last time in here. It was a great experience. You know, I love it.
South Carolina State wouldn't go away tonight, man. What was the difference?
Yeah, you know, we take our hat off to them. They're a hard-nosed team. They're real gritty. They out-rebounded us, so I think that really helped them a lot. And they just came in with their hard hat on. So, you know, our hats go off to them. We just thank God for being able to come out on top.
I mean, I've seen you guys this season, man, where the teams are bigger. They had some size tonight. No matter what, man, y'all just found a way to gut that thing out.
Yeah, you know, that's at the end of the day, that's just what it come down to, just finding a way, sticking to our principles on the defensive end. And once we could string some stops together, we get our transition going and we could kind of open up the game.
You've been a little more aggressive than previous. You getting a little confidence? What are you doing differently?
I mean, I never lack confidence. You know, every night we come out, we're a unit, so you just don't know whose night it's going to be. You know, I'm just fortunate to make plays, especially towards the end of the game, to close games, whether it's a key rebound or stepping to the free throw line and knocking those down.
what do you have to do well in MEAC tournament?
Continue to do what we've been doing thus far. Just playing together as a unit. That's it. Sticking to our principles. So.
What type of game will y'all bring?
We're gonna box out. You know, hopefully we obviously got to go back to the drawing board and rebound a little bit more. And just, you know, those shots we missed today, with layups and open threes, they'll fall. So we just got to stay with it and keep our confidence.
Lastly, since your first time coming here, how has it changed to now?
I would say the school spirit. You know, the program is progressing, and the results is more fans. I think when you can string some wins together, you know, it's not just good for us, but it's good for the environment, and we just thank God for being able to win and play together. So.
You just refuse to lay the ball up.
The layups I did have, I missed them, and coach got on me about that. So I tried to dunk the ball, you know, every chance I got.
As I was telling some of the other guys, man, I mean, they come with size, a little bit more size tonight. None of that stuff seems to matter to y'all.
No, because we're a scrappy team, so, you know, height really don't matter. We just going to try to use what we got and use our bodies, you know.
How is it important to bring that game, that dunking game, being fierce?
I mean, I knew it was going to give up a good lift, you know, especially to the crowd and my teammates. You know, they get hype off and stuff like that. So I made sure I try to finish those dunks that I do, or the opportunities I do get, you know.
How confident are you going into it?
Man, I'm real confident. I think we're going to do well in the MEAC. I mean, our mindset is number a championship. So we just got to take it one day at a time and finish the rest of the season out strong. We still got Hampton, and I believe they fourth in the MEAC. So, you know, we gotta finish out strong on them and then get ready for the MEAC tournament.
That's up your alley. How much are you close to where you from? How much are you looking forward to playing it?
Man, I'm looking forward to playing it. I got a best friend that played on the girls team up there, so she's gonna be real excited to see me play. She hasn't seen me play since high school, so it's gonna be real fun, you know, to go up there and play with my team and the coaches and stuff like that. So we're just looking forward to get a win and just keep rolling.
South Carolina State hadn't won many games this year, but they hung around there a long time to the end.
They did.
Would you say it's a failure of y'all to deliver that knockout blow, or they just had a glass jaw?
Both. You know, they wouldn't let us knock us out, and that's a credit to the job that the coaching staff is doing. You know, they're fighting, man, and, you know, that's all you need to do is just fight, and you'll eventually hang around. On the flip side of that, we didn't do the necessary things that we needed to do to finish the game. You know, I thought we just got into our own zone at times, and we were caught up, man. And, you know, it happens sometime, and that's what you got to guard against a lot of times is when you're having a certain level of success. You know, now on campus, you know, this ratio is 18-1, and a lot of those are girls telling them how cute they are and how good they are, and you got to guard against that. And you know, when you come in here, it just got to be a straight focus and effort and concentration on the task at hand, because the team that you're playing with don't care nothing about that, you know. So we just had a heart-to-heart back there. We got a win. I'm satisfied with that, but not in the manner in which we went about getting one. Hats off to South Carolina State. They had a lot to do with that, you know, so we win and we move on.
Sitting over there with Phil Ford, man, he was complimenting you on the sets you were running and talking about how well coached the guys were. So at the end of the day, I guess the execution is something you got to be at least pretty pleased with.
I paid him $20 to say that, man. We were awful. We got too many turnovers, man, you know, so we try to execute every single day. We know if you're going to win a title, it comes down to that, you know, so you got to execute things and get to your third and fourth looks in your sets, and that's going to pretty much make the difference in the tournament time.
Last home game of the season, how much of a help have the fans been?
Incredible. You know, you got to tip your cap to them, man. We owe them a lot because they showed up and showed out, and they've been patient, you know, going through this transition, and it was unfamiliar territory to them. A lot of these teams, you know, they just weren't familiar with. They were used to Shaw, St. Aug, Winston, and you know, Johnson C, those schools like that coming from the CI, but now you're saying Delaware State and, you know, teams outside of the state and really not touching the border in the state of North Carolina. It was unfamiliar territory to them. And, we had to educate them through the process, because, around here is Tobacco Road. And after Tobacco Road, you don't know who Drake is or Wichita State. You're not as familiar if you're not the common basketball fan. So they stayed patient, man, and they showed up and showed out, this whole year. So we definitely thank them because they fueled us a lot, man, just to get us some extra wins.
Speaking of that, talk about the evolution of the program.
It's great. I definitely can't take credit for it, man. I'm a firm believer anytime, it's a group or a company or, a unit that's successful, it's a tribute to one thing, and that's because you got good people around you. I've been fortunate and been blessed to have a great administration who hired a guy who didn't have a long resume and took a chance on a young guy. I've been blessed to have some extremely good basketball players and some better kids. I've been blessed to have a great coaching staff, man, and, it's a wonderful situation for me, So when I first got the job, I said the only way this is going to work and the only way we're going to have to evolve is the fans got to be at their best, the managers, the custodians, the sports information directors, the coaches, the players, everyone has to be at their best and work in conjunction, and you're seeing the fruition of that.
Coach, can you tell me a little bit about your anti-bullying efforts? And I wonder if a cool cat like you has ever in his life been bullied.
Yeah, well, actually, one of the reasons I joined, the first thing I do every day is look at the news and read the paper. And, it's tragic, especially when you become a parent, how kids are, becoming victims and succumbing to violence, whether it's through guns or just bullying, and they're committing suicide and things of that nature, man. So, I'm in this position not because I'm a basketball coach, but because it's a platform to go out there and help others. And, that's pretty much the motto of this university. It's truth and service. So I just wanted to go serve others, man. And, where I'm from, it was a little different because you're taught to meet aggression with aggression where I'm from. You have to let people know, it's more survival tactics where I'm from, and you got to meet aggression with aggression and let people know that you don't mind having a problem with a problem. And as a grown man, that wasn't the proper way, and these kids, a lot of them are coming from different situations, so we just tried to come up with creative techniques. I go to each school and talk about, creative tactics and what to do if you're getting bullied, who to tell, because it's just too much suicide and it's too much internal confidence from the kids, but they're not telling grown-ups and adults. So, it's fun. And they get in and they ask me a lot of questions, and I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have the answer to everything, but together we work it out, man. And it was beautiful to see them grace the court tonight and just get an opportunity. And, it's just about giving back to the community, man. I'm a firm believer of that.